ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम। गणानां त्वा गणपतिगुं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमस्रवस्तमम् ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पत आनः शृण्वन् ऊतिभिः सीदसादनम् प्रणो देवी सरस्वती वाजेभिर्वाजिनीवती धीनाम वित्रयवतु। गणेशाय नमः। सरस्वत्यै नमः। श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ओम्। सुमुखश्च एकदन्तश्च कपिलो गजकर्णकः लम्बोदरश्च विकटो विघ्नराजो विनायकः धूमकेतुर्गणाध्यक्षः फालचन्द्रो गजाननः शूर्पकर्णो हेरम्बः स्कन्दपूर्वजः शुक्लाम्बरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये। यस्य वक्त्राद्या पारिषद्या परस्सतं विघ्नं निघ्नन्ति सततं विश्वक्सेनं समाश्रये। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुर्साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। मङ्गलं कोसलेन्द्राय महनीय गुणाब्धये चक्रवर्तितनूजाय सार्वभौमाय मङ्गलम्। वेद वेदान्त वेद्याय मेघश्यामलमूर्तये पुंसां मोहनरूपाय पुण्यश्लोकाय मङ्गलम्। श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं रामनाम वरानने। यत्र यत्र रघुनाथकीर्तनं तत्र तत्र कृतमस्तकाञ्जलिं बाष्पवारि परिपूर्णलोचनं मारुतिं नमत राक्षसान्तकम्। So with Swami's grace, let's continue from where we left off in the last session. We came up to slokam number 12. Hiranyagarbha sifiraha tapano bhaskaro ravihi agnigarbho titehe putraha sankaha sisiranasanah. That's what we came. Now let's move on to slokam number 13. Vyomanastamo bhedi rug yajus samaparagaha घनवृष्टिरपां मित्रो विन्ध्यवीत प्लवङ्गमः व्योमनाथस्तमो भेदी ऋग्यजुस्सामपारगः घनवृष्टिरपां मित्रो विन्ध्यवीति प्लवङ्गमः. Now again appreciate that Aditya Hridayam is the name of this stostram, but we are not talking of Aditya, we are talking about the Hridayam of the Aditya, the Parabrahman, who has got infinite names, all names are his. And that Parabrahman, that entity is what Agastya is talking about here, and the next few slokams he is going to be worshipping that particular entity. So please remember that. So Vyomanatah Tamo Bhedi Rug Yajuhu Sama Paragaha Ghanavrishthihi Apam Mitraha Vindhyaviti Plavangamaha. The sun that we see, through the sun, Agastya is taking us to the effulgence that gives effulgence to the sun, through the Parabrahma. And sun is something that we can relate to very easily, physically, emotionally, and spiritually also. Vyoma Nataha. Vyoma means heaven, sky. And Nataha, the leader, the ruler. So Vyoma Nataha, we say Gananatha, right? Vyoma Nataha. Tamo Bhedi means one. Here, the tama generally means ignorance or darkness. In this particular instance, in this particular context, you can take that to mean the planet Rahu. Now, Rahu is one that gives we consider that to be trouble, but it's not really trouble, but it's more like lack of knowledge, lack of what we call ignorance. And Tamo Bedi is the one who removes the darkness. Rug Yajus Sama Paragaha, the one who has mastered and who is the origin and who is the end also of Rug, Yaju and Sama Vedangal. They came from this Parabrahman, and so he is the master. The Vedam is nothing but Bhagavan's breath. Ghana Vrishtihi. See, Vrishti means rain. And Ghana Vrishtihi means sumptuous, plentiful rain and also heavy rains. That he is the one who appears like that. And Apam Mitraha, the one who is a friend of water. Now, what does a friend of water means? It simply means that in this whole creation, this whole universe cannot exist without water. The earth that we are talking of, with all the beings that are present, water is always present. And we all come from, in one way to look at it is from water. So the friend means one who gives the nourishment to the created beings through water. Vindhya Viti. Now here, it refers to the physical manifestation, the sun as we see it and as we call it. Vindhya Viti means one who goes in the path of the Vindhya mountains. Now, geographically, what does this mean? It's a very, very interesting phrase. When we talk of Sankranti, Makara Sankranti, for example, that we celebrate on January 14th, and there we say the sun goes to the northern direction, and then come the autumn, the sun comes again toward the southern direction. Vindhya mountains are east-west, and so the sun is actually going in the reference to the Vindhya mountain is the way that he is talking of here. Then Plavangamaha. The word Plavangama means several things, and one way is that to describe one who travels the sky, that is the sun as we see it. And it also means flickering. It also means it's kind of moving almost like in jumping manner, jumps. Because when we see the sun, we don't really follow the sun continuously. We see it in the morning on the east side, and all of a sudden it's there above us, above our head. So it kind of seems to be moving in a jumping manner. So that's also indicated by the word Plavangamaha. So the overall meaning would be the leader of the heaven, of the sky, one who removes darkness, one who is the master, the beginning as well as the end of Rug, Yajus and Sama Vedangal, one who brings about heavy rains, and also one who is the friend of water, one who goes travels with reference to the Vindhya mountains, one who travels the sky with reference to the Vindhya mountains, you can take it that way, or one who seems to be moving in jumps, in a jumping manner. So all this is this Aditya. Vyomanatastamo bhedi Rug Yajus Sama Paragaha Ghana Vrishtirapam Mitro Vindhya Viti Plavangamaha. Slokam number 14. Atapi mandali mrutyuhu pingala sarvatapanaha kavir visvo mahateja rakkas sarvabhavodbhavaha. Atapi mandali mrutyuhu pingala sarvatapanaha kavir visvo mahateja raktas sarvabhavodbhavaha. Tapam, means heat. Atapi, one who shines, one gives us the heat that we call in Tamil Veyil, where lots of heat. Sun gives lots of heat. And Mandali, one who is in the circular form, and which is what we see the sun, it basically sees as a circle. Mrutyuhu means enemy, one destroyer. Well, who does he destroy? All the enemies. And all the enemies he destroys. And what does this mean? Again, the enemies are within us, the enemy tendencies whether it is lack of hope, for example. It's a hopeless situation. You look at the sun, you get strength out of it. There's lots of good thoughts when you see the sunrise or the sunset, or even during the day, if you happen to notice the sun, immediately you feel energized. So the enmity tendencies are all destroyed. There's a mrityuhu. Pingalaha is a golden color, okay? And sarva tapanaha, again the word tapam comes. Sarva tapanaha in this particular case, it means one who destroys everything, basically. Everything is destroyed in sun's heat, if you really look at it. Kavihi is the next one. And Kavi means actually, one word is poet, but another important word is one who knows the past, present, and the future, which means one who is present in the form of time and actually is atitaya, kalatitaya, one who is even beyond time in order to know the past, present, and the future. One who knows what's going to happen, what happened in the past, the present, as well as the future. Another meaning of Kavi is one who is respected, who is worshipped, and who is worshipped by everyone. Kavihi. Then Visvaha, one who is present in the form of the whole universe. And Mahateja, you know the meaning of it, highly effulgent. And Raktaha means one who's loving to everyone, to every being. It's like the sun, the effulgence of the sun, the heat and the light that we get, that nourishes us, is not partial at all. It is whether it's a human being or a snake or even a small ant to a blade of grass, it's exactly the same. So that is Raktaha. Sarva Bhavod Bhavaha, the one who appears as all these that in the universe that we see, one who was manifested in various forms. Sarva Bhavod Bhava, Sarva Bhava Udbhavaha, one who is appearing like that. That entity is this appearing as this Aditya, who is Aditi's son. Atapi mandali mrityuhu pingala sarvatapanaha kavir visvo mahateja rakta sarvabhavodbhavaha. Slokam number 15. Nakshatra graha taranam adhipo visvabhavanaha tejasamapi tejasvi Vadasatman namostute. Now here, Agastya starts worshipping, saying Namaskaram, I worship you. Up till now, he was trying to describe the indescribable, the Parabrahman who is appearing as Aditya and who is giving us the life force. Now, he starts worshipping that from this slokam onward. Nakshatra graha taranam adhipo visvabhavanaha tejasamapi tejasvi dvadasatman namostute. Nakshatra graha taranam adhipo, one who is the leader, one who has got all these under his control, the nakshatra, the stars, graham, the planets, taranam, again the celestial beings is what Taranam means. What kind of things like nakshatrams and graham, like stars and planets and all that. One who has got, one who's the ruler, the leader, and who's got then controller, one who's got them under his control. Visva Bhavanaha, one who has established all this that we see in the manifested universe. Tejasam api tejasvi, the one who gives effulgence to effulgence itself. Where does the effulgence of the sun come from? Like that we have to think. Then, Dvadasatman, 12. Now, what is the 12? We call it as 12 months, right? So we can immediately relate to it. But actually, the 12 months that we call each month, even though giving different names, what is the significance of that? The sun itself appears in 12 different forms. We have taken it in 12 different forms throughout the year. You know very well in the summer it's closest to us, it's very hot. And then in winter it's farther away, right? And we are farther away. So each one, even though the heat and the light from the sun is the same, it affects us in different ways throughout the year as we go around the sun. And those things have been classified into 12 aspects, and we call them as, in relating to that, we call them as months. But the 12 Adityas, Dwadasa means 12, as you know, the one who appears in 12 forms, and the names that our ancestors have given to these 12 forms are Indra, Data, Bhagan, Pusha, Mitran, Varunan, Aryaman, Archis, Vivaswan, Tvashta, Savita, Vishnu. So these are the 12 names that we have. Some of the names you may have heard. Vishnu, of course, also means all-pervasive, present everywhere. That's another meaning. And Tvashta, you may have heard the word. Vivaswan, you would have definitely heard that word before. Like that, Aryaman and all that. So Indran, Data, Bhagan, Pusha, Mitran, Varunan, Aryaman, Archis, Vivaswan, Tvashta, Savita, Vishnu. These are the 12 names given. So the one who appears in all these forms, these 12 different forms, to him I worship. Namostu te. Namaha astu te. Nakshatragraha taranam adhipo visvabhavanaha tejasamapi tejasvi dvadasatman namostu te. Slokam number 16. Nama purvaya giraye paschimaya namaha jyotirgananam pataye dinadhipataye namaha. Nama purvaya giraye paschimaya namaha jyotirgananam pataye dinadhipataye namaha. You know the word adhipati, that's what's coming here, okay? Adhipati, the ruler. So, Nama Purvaya Giraye, one who rises up in the mountains on the east. Namostute, I worship you. Paschim Ayadraye Namaha. Paschim means west side. One who sets, one who disappears on the western direction. Namostute Namaha, I worship you. Jyotir Gananam Pataye, one who is the real leader, the master of all the things that shine, the king, the ruler of that. And Dina Adhipataye, Dina means the daytime. Adhipataye, one who is the ruler of everything that shines and also the ruler of the day. Namaha, Namostute, I worship you. Nama Purvaya Giraye Paschimaya Namaha. Again, Nama Purvaya Giraye Paschimaya Namaha Jyotir Gananam Pataye Dinadhipataye Namaha. Slokam number 17. Jayaya Jaya Bhadraya Haryasvaya Namo Namaha. Namo Namas Sahasramso Adityaya Namo Namaha. Jayaya Jaya Bhadraya Haryasvaya Namo Namaha. Namo Namas Sahasramso Adityaya Namo Namaha. Jayaya, one who's in the form of victory. Jaya Bhadraya, Jayam Bhadram, one who grants victory and also protection. Protection of what? The well-being, Kshemam, one who gives that. Jayaya, Jaya Bhadraya, Haryasvaya, we saw that, one who has the green horse. Namo Namaha, I worship you again and again. Namo Namaha Sahasramso. Sahasra Amso. In this case, infinite rays that he shines with. To him, Namo Namaha. Again and again I worship you. Adityaya, one who appears in the form of the sun. One who is come as Aditi's son. Or, as we saw, Aditi iti Adityaha. One who is also on a continuous basis, progressively taking away my lifespan, so to speak, right? and everybody's lifespan. So whichever way you look at it, the sun that appears, Parabrahman who's appearing as Aditya, to him Namo Namaha. Again and again I worship. Jayaya Jaya Bhadraya Haryasvaya Namo Namaha. Namo Namas Sahasramsho Adityaya Namo Namaha. Slokam number 18. Nama Ugraya Viraya Sarangaya Namo Namaha. Nama Padma Prabodhaya Martandaya Namo Namaha. Nama Ugraya Viraya Sarangaya Namo Namaha. Nama Padma Prabodhaya Martandaya Namo Namaha. Ugram. Ugram means, quite forceful, Ugram does not mean cruel. It means highly forceful, very, very potent, very intense. And so Vugri Ugram, people who, all the evil tendencies, those things is Ugram to that. Viraya, of course, he is a Viran. And then Sarangaya. So, Nama Ugraya Viraya, to you I worship. Sarangaya Namo Namaha. Sarangam. Sarangam is different from Sargam. Please understand that. Sargam is the name of the bow that is Mahavishnu carries. Okay? So Sargam, Sarangapani we say, right? But here Sarangam. Sarangam means one who moves about in the sky. That's the meaning of it. So Sarangaya Namo Namaha. To you again and again I worship. Nama Padma Prabodhaya. Padma Prabodhaya. Who is it that makes the lotus bloom? Right? And that to you. See, we all know when the sunlight comes, immediately all the flowers, the petals open up and they all bloom. But what is happening there? Who's giving that? Who's making it happen? That's what he's talking about. Padma Prabodhaya Namaha. To you I worship. Martandaya Namo Namaha. We saw that. Martandam means one who creates things that have basically from nothing. All the things he also destroys. Then he also creates life from the lifeless being, so to speak. Martandaya Namo Namaha. Nama Ugraya Viraya Sarangaya Namo Namaha. Nama Padma Prabodhaya Martandaya Namo Namaha. Now when we look at all these physical descriptions that is going on, I don't want us to lose sight of the fact that we are talking of Hridayam, Hridaya. This whole thing is coming from Daya, which is nothing but selfless love. That is what is manifesting, that is what acting, that's what doing all the things that Agastya Muni is describing. So don't lose sight of the fact that is Hridayam that he is talking about. Hridayam is nothing but selfless love. So slokam number 18. Nama Ugraya Viraya Sarangaya Namo Namaha. Nama Padma Prabodhaya Martandaya Namo Namaha. Slokam number 19. Brahme Sana Chute Saya Suryayaditya Varchase Bhasvate Sarva Bhakshaya Raudraya Vapushe Namaha. Brahme Sana Chute Saya Suryayaditya Varchase Bhaspate Sarva Bhakshaya Raudraya Vapushe Namaha. Brahma Isana Achyuta Isaya. One who is the leader, one who is the Isa means one who is the owner, who is the proprietor, who is also the leader, the master of Brahma, Rudra and Vishnu. Achyuta in this case Vishnu, Surya Aditya Varchase. One who is appearing as Surya and Aditya, we call him Surya and Aditya and all that. One who is Varchase, one who is manifesting himself effulgently like this. Bhasvate, one who is highly effulgent. And Sarva Bhakshaya, Bhakshanam, we say immediately, we think of various Bhakshanam. What does Bhakshanam means? That is something that is being eaten. That's what Bhaksha means. Sarva Bhakshaya means one who actually swallows everything. And Raudraya, the Rudramurti, we saw, at least some of you probably have seen together, the meaning of the word Rudra. Rudra is the one who gives misery and pain, as well as one who removes the misery and the pain. Both. So Raudraya. Vapushe. Vapushe is wonderfully beautiful, enchanting. Wonderful. So you cannot describe it. Just imagine Avatara Purushan standing in front of you. How can you describe its enchantingness, its charm, its beauty? Impossible. Even if you think of Krishna, there is a Vapusha aspect there. That is called Vapusha. So one who is like that, to him, Namaha, I worship. Now here it's very clear to you. It is not just the sun that is being worshipped, as some people might think. When you read the word Aditya Hridayam, please remember it is a Hridayam that is being worshipped. Okay? And Vapushe Namaha. Brahme Sadha Chute Saya Suryayaditya Varchase Bhasvate Sarva Bhakshaya Raudraya Vapushe Namaha. We will do one more slokam, number 20. Tamoghnaya Himagnaya Satrughnaya Mitatmane Kritagnaya Devaya Jyotisham Pataye Namaha. Tamoghnaya Himagnaya Satrughnaya Mitatmane Kritagnaya Devaya Jyotisham Pataye Namaha. One word you recognize here is Agni. Agni means fire. Fire means that something that removes, that destroys, right? So what are the thing it removes or deletes or destroys? We will see. Tamognaya, one who removes darkness or ignorance. Okay? Himagnaya, one who removes coldness. The cold morning, as soon as the sun comes, it heats up, right? Himagnaya. Another way to also, we are all cold and shivering, but the moment we go towards the Parabrahman Bhagavan, then we actually get heat and comfort. Okay? Satrugnaya, one who removes, destroys, eliminates all the enemies, the 6 enemies that we have. Amitatmane. Amita means immeasurable, something beyond. You cannot describe it, you cannot measure it. Amitatmane, one who is the form of infinity, who cannot be described or measured. Kritagna Agnaya, very important. Who is a Kritagna? Okay. Well, let me take just a minute or so. This talks about gratitude. When somebody helps us at the time of need, or even when we don't need it, somebody provides service to us. Human being basis I'm talking. Nature provides so much service to us. So we should always have gratitude towards it. That the gratitude, being grateful, is a very important virtue that is also prescribed, and Bhagavan also talks about it in Bhagavad Gita. Very important. But those of us, Krita Agna Agnaya, those of us who have forgotten that, who are not being grateful. Krita Agna means one who has destroyed the action. In other words, somebody does some service and I have forgotten that. Kritagna, that means being ungrateful. I do not have gratitude. Agnaya, people who are ungrateful, he destroys them. What does it mean? It is not the physical form like you and me, which is going to be destroyed anyway, but that mental tendency of lack of gratitude, ingratitude, that will be destroyed over the course of time. Because that's a very important, gratitude is a very, very important virtue to develop. Kritagnaya, Devaya, one who is effulgent, Jyotisham Pataye, Devaya Pataye, Jyotisham Pataye, all that who is the leader, who is the effulgence, in effulgence itself, to him I worship. Tamognaya Himagnaya, Satrugnaya Mitatmane, Kritagnaya Devaya, Jyotisham Pataye Namaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om.